Hey baseball family, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Arm Pitching Development. Today we're looking at the ultimate 7 pitching drills for youth baseball players. If you're first starting out, if you're first learning, you have a youngster who's interested in pitching, today's video is going to be really interesting for you to learn and grow from. We're going to use the THROWMO today. Okay, and I have a special offer for you for the THROWMO. If you'll use code ARM15, I'm going to give you guys $15 off on this. They've partnered with us today in this video, and so I get to give you guys a discount on the THROWMO if you like it. What I like about the THROWMO is that it gives you good directional cues. It's simple and portable, right? It's not too abrasive to carry around. It's pretty simplistic, right? Okay, so let's get into the drills. Ready? Let's go. So when we look at the THROWMO on the ground, you can tell it's laid out here so that you have foot patterns, you have directional cue patterns. Really easy for a young man to have a good semblance on where to go with the ball and where to go with their movements. These pitching drills will match with this THROWMO, okay? The first one I want you guys to do if you're starting out learning how to pitch for 9 through 12-year-olds is come into a split stance here, okay? And we're going to do an extended arm out through the finish line. So if we want to throw a baseball, if we want to throw the ball, it's going to be at forehead height. It should be our release point. Our front leg will be at 120 degrees, and our back foot should be almost in a straight line here, okay? And then all we're going to do from this point is work from the finish line back. So we're going to come back, open up, and then on the glove hand, what I try to do is not go past my elbow joint. So I keep it here almost like I'm working through the glove hand, or I'm keeping it tight into my chest position or hip pocket a little bit better. Again, extend it out, draw back, throw through. Okay, for drill number 2, guys, we're going to do a similar event where we're working from the split stance on our THROWMO, right? And then we're going to come out with our position, and then we're going to work back into hip-shoulder separation, right? So we're back out, back up into hip-shoulder separation, and then out through the throw, right? Working on a strong finish. I always work the guys backwards, the athletes I'm training backwards to get forwards on the mound. So start with the base layer, start with the finish in mind, and then we'll get forward with it. Then we'll get to the beginning. Okay, on drill number 3 with the THROWMO, we're going to look at a foot, hip, arm connection drill. What I want to do is start out at like a 20 to 45 degree foot on your front foot, and on your back foot you're going to use one of the foot pads or one of the foot placements, okay? We're going to come up into an elevated elbow position, and then we're going to be on top of the ball somewhere in this range. I want the weight set neutral in your hip position here, slightly on your back leg here with the weight, okay? And all we're going to do is going to flip the hip, flip the arm, flip the hip, flip the arm. So now we're working the timing in conjunction with the movement patterns rolling out through your throw. So here, flip the hip, flip the arm, go out through your throw. This is a very simple drill, but it really connects your athlete with the semblance and order of which the timing of the movements needs to transpire. Okay, let's check out drill number 4 using the THROWMO today. It's gliding scarecrows. Okay, again with your back foot placement on the THROWMO. And now we have our directional order here on our front end. We're going to come up into a scarecrow position. I like the arm at about a 45 degree, this being 90, this being 45, okay? And then the front end can be down, tucked, somewhere in here, guarded. We want the elbow to be the front sight where we want the ball to go. All the hip, the shoulder, the head, everything needs to be looking at where we want the ball to go. So at our 45 degree, again, weight shift to the back leg. All we're going to do is work up into a glide and back down to a tap position. And we're going to do that a couple of times, building rhythm, right? Building rhythm, and then after 3 or 4 glides, now we're going to transition through the throw. Okay, again, we're working backwards to get forwards on these drills, building our baseball pitchers. Okay, drill number 5. Using the THROWMO, again, we're going to go with the back foot placement here. And all we're going to do is work on low balance hip drive. Okay, so when we go from load, low balance break, we go to stride separation, then we go to transition from the hips out through the arm, throw, finish, and follow through would be the order. Now on this one, we went through this base part, so now we're going to go from the low balance. So try to get your leg out front. We're going to invert the hip just a little bit, go into a sit position. Okay, the hands should be nice, round, depending on the age, should be about shoulder height, or it can be about hip height on your break line. Okay, from here, all we're going to do is sit, and then work the hip forward, and then drive out through our throw. Pretty simple approach to it. Doesn't need to be overdone. Working on balance, good strength. Working on timing, driving out through our throw. Okay, on our next drill here, we're going to work on a load and go. A three balance point load and go. So I have 3 different colors. You can use cones, you can use something else, baseballs. It's up to you guys, right? And they're gonna be just about 3 or 4 inches apart. Here, right? So with your athlete, we're going to start back into that low balance break position here. And all we're going to do is load up and tap, and then go to the next one. Okay, and then when we get to the third one, load back up and then go out through our landing point, out through our pitch. Pretty simple approach with it, but it's very visual and conceptual for younger athletes, and understanding how the movement pattern should go, and then building a really strong base layer, a really strong foundation for your young athlete. Okay, once you have all this done, you have all these drills done, now we start to work into our set stance. Now you have 2 feet positions here. They're about shoulder width apart, which I really like because that's my style to teach. You'll have your young man come here, shoulder width apart, and then work from the load point out, directional, and throw. So if you have a younger age, this is going to be really simple for them, and very visual for them to understand where we need to go in space and time as we pitch a baseball. I'm going to throw one more drill at you guys that we can use with the THROWMO. This is a single leg finish drill. It really works hard on lead leg block position, balance position, and strength position in your right leg or left leg, depending on what pitcher you are. So you're going to start here, come into a balanced position, keep your opposite leg behind you, hold your hands in front, and all we're going to do is go into rotation here, elevate up, finish over our front leg, right? Work on balance, work on strength, work on rotation. And there's one other caveat that we can mix in with that. Usually I call them cone crushers, but guys struggle with the follow through a little bit on younger ages, So what we can do is have a ring or have something here that is a target for us as we go through our throw here, throw through, and then now we know where we want our back leg to reside or where back leg to land. The other thing I want you to think about is there's a wall on the back side of this that we can't leak out to. We don't want to take our energy out away, suck in our hips. We want to keep everything going through our target as we pitch. So I hope you enjoyed the drills, the ultimate drills for success here in training young pitchers. Don't forget to use your coupon code ARM15 for $15 off the THROWMO if you're interested. And until I shoot the next video, I'll see you guys next time.